Lero mutapata shani confidence kwati nibokuro chimwe. Abapenda mwana wewe mwana wako bate mkwete bije ni mwe. Lero mwana biloko bate 2021 ndi jioni. Mukaibotera mwe kana bana benu mwiso mwe. Mwana biloko bate development mwe. Watu bangira mushere mupate moyo baba. Mai bamwe in the name of Zambia the Christian nation. Kadira mama na bintu byaro barapika le panshi pepe mwe. Aba wose bena Zambia wo mwiso wako bate. Wota meloni chabe. Woti daraka ile.
Welcome guys, welcome. Tell us where you're watching us from. Share with your friends and family, guys. We are here. We have some breaking news. We are here to discuss and update the nation what is currently happening as we head to the election date. It's getting closer, 19 days and counting. So if you are here, guys, share. We'll be playing music a little bit more to allow people to join in so we can have at least 100 people. So share, guys. I see you, Mercy from Mercy says forward, just busy counting days. Yes, and cleaning the card. Rogers from Solwezi, we see you. Share. Mark Kasaila forward in Chibombo. Tell us where you're watching us from, guys. Share, share, share. I'll continue to share and play music for a little bit before we get started. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Just share, share, share. We'll be getting started in a little bit. I see Mark. I see Rogers from Solwezi. Share in your groups, guys. We are live, guys. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Share in your groups. We have developing news to discuss. We'll be sharing the link so you can join us. Breaking news is that PF has instructed ZICTA to shut down internet on August 12th, and also the PF do not want international observers. So this is what we are here to discuss, guys. Join in. It's very important that you stay tuned in the last days, because things are changing. The situation is very volatile and very fluid, and all the things that are happening, they are anti-democracy. A lot of things that are happening are anti-democracy. PF is trying by all means to change the way, the normal way of which we have been holding elections from 1964, since the first election when we became a multi-party. PF, they are trying to defy all odds. They are trying to rewrite the democracy of Zambian history. And we are here to say no. We are here to share information. Let's discuss, and let's tell PF that we are not happy with what they are doing. Like, let the election run as normally. This is not the first election we are having in a multi-party democracy. So guys, we'll be getting started very soon. Just share, share, share. I'll play music a little bit and then we'll get started.
Kalimoni Kingdom mwe. And what is the 2 million mwe. When you tell you the much still on the mwe. My especially
Okay, guys, welcome. We are here. There's a breaking news. I'm joined with my team of patriotic observers. I see Fred Phiri, I see Ernest, I see Ragy. How are you guys? So, yes, so like I mentioned, guys, the breaking news is that the PF, they want to shut down internet connection on election day. So let's discuss in the comments below. Tell us what you think. I see Cholwe Mutinta, loving your energy, Queen. Thank you, Cholwe. I get my energy from you guys. When you are watching, we get encouraged. So continue watching, continue sharing the page, invite more people, guys. The world has changed. This election is based on the internet because of COVID. Everything has been based on the internet. So we are worried when we are told that when we hear rumors, we don't know how true this is, but we are hearing rumors that the internet will be shut down on actual voting day. So what are the implications of shutting down the internet on voting day? I see you, Alice from Choma. Welcome, guys. Tell us where you're watching us from. Today, we are just chatting. We want to interact with you, our viewers. Frederick, what's your comment? How are you? You want to come in and say something?
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank
Okay, so if your network is your network, yes. So that's better. Maybe people will hear you better if you take off your video. Yes, guys, we are here.
Yeah.
Our democracy is being threatened. We are being told that internet will shut down on voting day. I see you, Veronica from Kitwe. Share, guys, with your friends and family. Let them know what's going on. There is power in numbers. If we speak up, maybe they cannot do some of these things they are trying to do. But if we are quiet, then they'll take advantage of this whole situation and do whatever they want to oppress our vote. So people cannot be communicating on the internet on the polling day. So Frederick, the floor is yours. You can go ahead.
Yeah, what these PF guys they are trying to do is it won't help them anymore, because Zambia is a democratic country. of which we depend, this time we depend on the communication. So they are trying to intimidate Zambians by, they want us to vote in the dark. Shutting down internet is like telling people to vote in the dark so that they don't know who they'll vote for. They want to disconnect the communication system in Zambia, of which it won't help them. So they better stop it. Zita, if you are hearing, stop it. Don't do it. Zambians, we are ready for change. And you can't fool us by shutting down the internet. That won't make the PF win. Because the majority wants HH. And the majority knows that HH is the president right now. Because Edgar Lungu is failing to say anything on the violence, what's going on Edgar Lungu's side. We have lost our brother recently. Edgar Lungu is quiet. And the police are quiet. So this tells Zambians that we don't have a leader. The only hope we have now is Hakainde Hichilema. So shutting down the internet is not the solution for PF, but it's just, they're just campaigning themselves. The window of change is just too high. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fred. Hi, guys. I see you. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. There is breaking news that PF is planning to shut down internet on the actual voting day. I see you, Man from is it Man Bonasho from Lusaka? Sido Mwenya, I see you. How are you? Thank you for asking. We are fine. Kebi, we see you. Guys, Veronica, we see you from Kitwe. Francis from Kitwe. Alice from Choma, Sitwala from Mongu. So guys, we have to come in here and talk about these things and share information and let PF know. We have to call them out. We have to expose their evil plans. Zambia is a democracy. There is no way they can shut down internet. We are here to tell Zicta that if they shut down the internet, they will go down with PF. They will be considered as an accomplice because this is a crime. So you people at Zicta, do your job, do the right thing. That 2.2 billion kwache yoba adiaba PF, tamwali yako, Valeria Beka. They are going down. PF is going down for all the money they have stolen. That's why they don't want to leave office. They are actually afraid of going to jail. They have no plan. They have no plan for Zambia. The only manifesto they are talking about is tribalism. So they are trying by all means to make sure they stay in power. And the reason they are trying to stay in power is not for a better Zambia, is for a better them. They are trying to avoid to go to jail. So guys, we are joined by my super team here. My team of observers, we picked a name. We are called the Patriotic Observers. So I have a full house with me. Everyone will be speaking about the issues that we are going to be addressing today. So send us the link. I'll send the link in 30 minutes time. Mulima, I see you. Mwewa, I see you. Agrippa, I see you. Evans, guys, this is very important. Share this video, share with your friends so that we have a lot of people to watch and know what's going on so that we stop this before it's happening. The important thing why we are talking is we want to stop this we are being proactive, because if things happen and then we do damage control, it's too late. So for me here at Matomola TV, we are being proactive. We are being proactive, and proactive means actually preventing things before they actually happen, which is always better. Because if they shut down internet on the 12th, there's nothing we can do. So we have a few days now. Guys, share this video, my panel, share in your contacts is very important. We have to make noise so that PF, they stop their evil plans. Zambia is a democracy, and we are warning Zicta. Zicta, if you follow PF, you will go down with them because the PF is going down. Yes, Mwale, you can go ahead.
Good evening, everyone, and good afternoon, madam, from that side.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm glad that today we have internet, and I'm happy that you've raised an important issue. I think this issue, it is not only for you PND to complain about. It's about every Zambian complain about what they are planning to shut the internet. To begin with, I think at the moment you don't have a challenge in this country whereby Zita can just decide to shut down internet on 12th of August. Why can't they shut it today? So that they can sort out all those problems they are facing, so that they can work on all those issues that the network providers are facing. So all these things, it is a planned move by the PF government. Now, what we are saying is, I think PF people should not take us for granted. Zambia, I have also, this country belongs to each and everyone. That's why I've got one NRC, President Kechete has got one NRC, President Lungu one NRC. This simply means no one is above the law. Now, they have done a lot. And then we have no vision about that. At the end of it, you find yourself in problems. This is what PF is going through. Their leader had no vision, and because of that, it has led them into problems whereby they can't even run away. They can't even avoid these problems. The only thing they have to do is to face them, and their time is up. So I think we need to be very positive and very courageous. But PF, they are not more than us Zambians. When we speak, a wise person should listen, because what we are telling them, we are speaking for them. I'm not speaking for my family or for myself. I'm speaking for the majority Zambians who have no access to what is happening. So Zambians, let's wake up and vote wise. That voters card, I think we need to use it very wise. I thank you.
Thank you, Mwewa. We are here, guys. There is breaking news that PF is planning to shut down internet, asking Zicta to shut down internet on the 12th, on the voting day. Why? My question is, why do they want to shut down internet? This is an infringement of human rights. Zambia is a democracy. Zambia, we have a constitution. This is not a house. This is not a bedroom for PF or their house whereby they just wake up and say, Lelo, there will be no internet na lashimia. No, they can't do that. That is breaking the law. In a panopondi, in my house, yes. And the small children, not adult children. My children, I can do that to them. Small children who are under 16 years is whom I can tell to say, I can just wake up and say, my young children, Lelo, no one will watch internet na lashimia. Mamona. I can tell that to small children, nobody under 16. Now, my children, they are grown. I can't even tell them that. They can just look at me and say, Mommy, what's wrong with you? Are you normal? They can't. They're like, Mom, what's your problem? Are you normal? Like Namurwala or something, So we're asking PF or whatever. It's like, what's going on here? Like, we are not babies. Zambia is a country. It's a fully functioning country which has been independent for 56 years. And this is not the first multi-party election. So all these things they're trying to do is ridiculous. And we are here telling Bazikta to say, Bazikta, if you are not careful, you didn't eat part of that 2 billion kwache yoyobadia. Tamwadiako. So we are telling Bazikta, do your job, do the right thing. Anyone who is going to try and mess and help this malpractice or change the course of this election will be an accomplice. It's a crime. It's a criminal activity. They cannot shut down the internet. And we are here. We are proactive. We are trying to prevent this before it happens. We are not going to be like 2016, where we did not address issues and then it was damage control. Sometimes you can't do damage control. If a damage is done, it's done. So that's why we are here to be proactive and warning PF, this is not your bedroom. We are all grown adults. Actually, I was looking on the ECZ website. There are over 7 million registered voters. So 7 million of us are waiting to vote on that day to decide. In fact, we have already decided. It's on that day, it's just going to be official. Anyone who has not decided, I don't know. This election has been decided maybe 3-4 years ago. When you look at your life, you look at the roads you are driving in, no load shedding, no power, inflation, all those things. We Zambians have already decided we want change. So you cannot change the course of history. You cannot. So guys, my panel is here. Share, share, share. If you're ready to speak, make your contribution. Let me know. Raise your hand up and then I'll give you the floor. Otherwise, I see you, Rosemary. I see you, Paul. I see you, Wilbur. I see you, McBride. McBride, your hand is up. You can have the floor. I see you, Simon. I see you, Andrew. Yes. Come on, guys. I see you, Ragy. McBride, you can go ahead. The floor is yours. Share, guys. This is very important. It's very important that we address PF to stop their evil plans and let Zambia, the democracy of Zambia, run the way they found it. They cannot come and be changing things like it's in their house. Even King Mswati, who was in a kingdom, he's running now. People have come. They have risen up against that King Mswati in Eswatini. Even the queen who has a kingdom, there is democracy. She's a queen. But the queen doesn't wake up. The Queen of England doesn't just wake up and do things. There is a process. So this, what PF is doing, is unheard of. And we are not going to accept it. We are not going to be the first country in the world to be turned into a dictatorship in a technological age where we have information on our fingertips. This is not going to happen. Sorry, PF. Sorry. We are sorry to say your evil plans are not going to work. Really. And we as Zambians are going to make sure that the rule of law is followed in this election. McBride, you can have the floor. If McBride is not ready.
Good evening.
Good evening. You can go ahead. Okay, looks like we have a bad connection from...
Good evening, everyone.
Yes. Yeah, McBride, we have a bad connection, bad signal from you.
Hello.
We have a bad signal. Can somebody else come in? Maybe try to restart your device. You can try to restart your device. Guys, if you're just coming in, we are talking about the internet shutdown. If you are ready,
Network
guys, you can
bad,
come on.
Hello.
Ma'am, network is bad. Network. Can you hear me now?
It's better now. You can go ahead.
Hey, hello.
Yes, you can go ahead. It's better.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening out there. Good evening, viewers, and good evening, Zambia. Is it good morning, ma'am? That side, California.
Yes. It's actually lunchtime. Exactly 12:30.
As here we are about to sleep.
Yes, yes. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share one or two things to the viewers out there. First of all, I want to start with the issue of shutting down network, is not internet on the 12th August. We know. PF thinks that maybe we are somehow behind. Actually, we are ready. We know everything. And also the issue of using ECZ to rig election, we know all those things. And also the issue of picking up those polling cadres, PF cadres to go and be on the polling station. We know all those things. And this time around, we are actually on the ground just to make sure that no one will steal our victory. Hello?
Yes, we are listening. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, madam, thank you. I just want to advise or to urge the ECZ staff. Zambia is bigger than 2 or 3 individuals. And we are on this mess because of what happened in 2016, where there was some issues to do with the rigging, there were some issues to do with corruption here and there. That's why this time around we are on mess like this. If we had an opportunity where the ECZ worked well, this time around Zambia couldn't found itself the way it is this time around. We understand, yes, there's COVID-19, but COVID-19 it's worldwide. When you compare these other countries to like us here in Zambia, Botswana here, Botswana is doing fine more than us here. It's because of good governance. COVID-19, it's there in Botswana, but they're doing fine in terms of economic and also other countries, other things. Not here in Zambia where only the cadres. Does it mean all of us we must be cadres? It is impossible. We can't live such kind of life where those cadres are those people who were
Okay, thank you. Looks like we are losing McBride's signal. So guys, welcome. If you are ready to take the floor, you can just raise your hand up. Mwewa, are you ready? Your hand is up.
Yes, I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay, so Ragy, let's have Ragy and then you can come in after Ragy. Ragy, you are next. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, Zambia, and good evening, comrades, the panel. I think which I'll start with, things which are happening here in Zambia. I think this is for the first time to see such kind of things, whereby when PF is in power, everything has to be shattered. Why? Because these people, they know that they are going and they are worried. Their guiltiness is driving them everywhere, randomly, no direction. So for us people of Zambia, one thing we have to know is that we have to vote these people out for us to deliver ourselves in these problems. Otherwise, these people, what they are trying to protect is power, not you people of Zambia, no. They are after power and after stealing our money, our resources, whereby they just want to enjoy themselves with their families without considering Zambian people. So, people of Zambia, I'm urging you, it doesn't mean that when you vote for UPND, it's only the president and the member of the staffs they will be enjoying alone. No. Just know that when you vote for UPND, everybody will be delivered and everything will be under control. So let's concentrate in everything which is going on and let's maintain our decision whereby we want to vote this government out of the power. Otherwise, we'll be suffering. These people which we are seeing in PF, they are like saying dollar. But those times when we are complaining concerning the same issue of dollar, they were nowhere to be seen. How come today they are coming to you back again to say, we'll control this dollar, we'll do this and that for you? Where were they during those days when we are suffering more? And they know that they are going, this we are about to cross the River Jordan, people of Zambia. Let's maintain our decision. Let's decide. Let's be wise. Let's think. Let's open our eyes to see what is going on in Zambia. Otherwise, the problems in this country will continue and will be more than we are seeing now. For the future generations to find good Zambia, it's us who are alive now and we are able to see what is going on. Them, they are not even being touched with the same dollar which we are complaining. Same school fees which we are complaining. As you, same job opportunities, they are not able to create those things because they are satisfied and they are fixed to their positions. So people of Zambia, I'm urging you this night that let's change and let's maintain our decision to vote out this government, PF government, because poverty will never end in Zambia and will always remain suffering and crying. No one will deliver us apart from HH. Let's vote for UPND for our country to be delivered. Let's vote for UPND for our sons and children, those who are in society, youths, without anything to do in their lives. They will find something to do and the job will be created to people who has got vision for the country. So let's maintain our decision, people of Zambia. Stay blessed and stay safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ragy. Simon, you can go ahead. No, not Simon, Mwewa, sorry.
Thank you.
Mwewa, yes. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. I want to say this. Before I go any further, I would like to share my thoughts. You know, each time I wake up, when I wake up, I start looking at what is happening in this country. The first thing that comes in my mind, the first question, in fact, I always ask myself, am I mad to accept what is happening in this country? A lot of scandals have happened in this country, uncountable. The list can go on and on in the campus one by one, up to today. Each and every time, news would find that there is a news which is coming from the government. Either they are trying to plan something which I ask myself, am I mad? Is anyone out there seeing what I'm seeing? I don't think so. Shishibe, aba the supporter by PF, when they just sit, or whatever they are doing, analyze what is happening in this country. If they truly reason as human beings, I want over there to share. Aba shops, shopping, shop price, the same prices. Again, they are trying to say, we want to shut down internet. Control. Children, those children that they are keeping in their homes are the ones they can control to say, this Wi-Fi to be off for 2 hours or 1 hour. Now I'm wondering, there is no network, there is no power. There will be no power, there will be no network. But we are paying for what you are doing. I don't think so. If it makes sense, even to you yourself. Suppose if your wife or one of your relatives is being injured or attacked, how can you know on that particular day? Just because you want to retain power. How much? I don't know. Zambians, we need to be very careful for this type of leaders that are occupying the offices. Otherwise, in that mistake to vote for these people again, we'll be in trouble. Let's vote in huge number, so that in big numbers, so that if we vote them in big numbers, they are not going to manage to read. If you are going to read the election, even that internet you want to shut down, you are not going to do it. We have got the rights to use the internet. Internet free. You thought to provide the free internet, but you want to shut it down. What is your problem? Can't you do something else? Why can't you leave those offices and you give opportunities to other people to rule? We need fresh blood and fresh people to in those offices. We are tired with you. The majority of Zambians are tired with you. Don't force yourself on us. Your time is up. Otherwise, if you force us, God is going to punish you. But before God punishes you, We want you to respect our rights, our democratic, our rights when we vote. If you depend on reading and stealing, you're not going to allow. We know what is on the ground. We know how people are, if you don't know how we are suffering, we know what we are going through as Zambians. There's some country you told people to start eating. You have even fought to give them money. Today, you are planning to shut down internet. What is your problem? We are not your children. We are not your biological fathers and mothers to decide whatever you want. This country is for each and every Zambian. I thank you.
Thank you. So very important points there, guys. We are here to tell PF that, you know what, you are overstepping your boundaries. This is not democracy. You are behaving like a dictator. We say no. We are here to remind you that Zambia is a democracy. That's why we are here. Just to remind you to say, Mwachita over Mayasana, you are overstepping your boundaries, because Zambians, we respect the rule of law. Zambians, you can do whatever you want to them. We are saying, please, but PF, respect the rule of law. Zambia is a democracy, and we live by a constitution. So if we citizens, 7 million voters, can respect the constitution, why can't the PF respect the same constitution which put them in power? Why is PF not respecting because of that constitution? We respected them and gave them the mandate to rule. So we are just asking PF to respect the rule of law. They have done so many horrible things, really. If these PF people, they were normal, they can just hand over power and live quietly. We should not even be having, PF should not even be on the ballot box. All the crimes they have done, all the deals, the scandals, if we were to be fair, and if this party was running like a normal party, they would not even be on the ballot box. They can just be like, you know what, tools down, we are retiring honorably, and they go their way. So now, moving away from this shutting down of internet, we are talking, we have heard news that PF has taken over the hiring of polling officers, you know. So it's a job, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm told that the job of hiring polling officers, the people who are working as government workers to actually man these polling stations, is supposed to be done by the city council. But I have heard allegedly that PF is hiring, have taken over, and only cadres will be working as polling officers in these polling stations. Now, since they are doing that, so that's their plan A, is to hire PF cadres as the polling officers, and the plan B, they want to block all international observers. But PF, Twami Papata, these policies, they are standard policies. Every election, we have a system in place. We have a process in place, which is based on democratic principles. But if PF want to abandon everything and treat, then there's no point of even having an election. If this is how PF want to run this election, this is just my opinion. I'll say there is no point of having an election. Why are we even wasting time? Because everything is rigged. You are trying all manner of ways to make sure that you land where the Papa Mpando. You are going back on that seat, but it's a Mpando, Somali and glass. It's going to be a hot one. That's the chair you are going. You are not going back to that chair of comfort that Zambians gave you. You are not. So, guys, if you have a comment on this recruiting of polling officers, and also a comment on the international obstruction of international observers coming, these are processes that have been there. Why do PF want to rewrite everything? They want to change things. The parliament is not even in session. We have a constitution. They are trying to run the government outside, like it's their own, I don't know. Like it's a kingdom. Nama kingdoms takwaba. They have all been maybe a communist state, but we are not a communist state. We are not a kingdom, we are democracy. And we are saying no. We are saying no. Let these elections run according to the constitution. But PF, don't try to change anything else. We don't want you. You have seen it. So just start packing and closing your business. And we are here to say, all Zambian voters, make sure it's a landslide victory. We saw the internet message, Facebook message from Kaiser Zulu saying that the Zambia army is on their side. ECZ is on PF side. They have bought all the major players in this election. But we are saying, even if they buy them, Zambia army is not 7 million. We, the people, are more than Zambia army. We, the people, we are more than ECZ. ECZ is just 2 people. Zambia army could favor commander. Those officers in Zambia army, they are suffering like you and me. They are being paid 3,000 kwacha a month, an officer. And then they went in the barracks and built homes. Why did they build homes? Because Valediamo, in those projects, Pakula Mayanda, someone made millions. Pakula those police officers' homes. Money went into their pockets. We know how PF have been eating money. An ordinary police officer is in debt. Because all government civil servants number, we know the scandal of this debt swap. The debt swap is like the officers, civil servants have borrowed money and they were remitting this money to the government. But the government was not remitting this money to the lenders. So now the lenders have gone directly to the paycheck of civil servants. So the civil servants, they have arrears, they are owing arrears to the lenders. So civil servants are going home with almost zero. No money. But PF will even PH remit. And now we have seen the Bankers Association to say PF cannot issue, the bankers will continue deducting what the civil servants owe. So in other words, PF should find the money from the people who have stolen that money should give it back to the lenders. So it's just confusion, guys. These people, they have failed lamentably. I don't know. This failure is like too much. So guys, if you have a comment, you can let me know. Otherwise, we are coming to close. We will share the link if you want to join us. Mwewa, you can go ahead. Mwewa, your hand is up. Yes.
Yes. Mama, sometimes I wonder the type of people that are in PF. Imagine what they are doing. The chat even never started so. They would have been crying all day in, day out. But with us, we're even telling them in advance to say, brothers and sisters in PF, don't do this. What you are planning to do, one, even you'll be on a disadvantaged side. It is not only the people from UPND, you're all entire Zambia. And if you can have a certain access to communication on that particular day, that doesn't mean that there is democracy in this country. Why are they bringing dictatorship in this country? When you are not a dictator, in our country, it is not under dictatorship. What are they up to? If indeed the PF government has got a message and a proper manifesto to do or to give to the Zambians, why should they force people by shutting down the internet? Why should they be bringing things that are not even necessary? I wonder why. What do they think? What are they up to? So all these signals are just showing that, one, they are afraid. Deep down their heart, they know. So the only option they have is to make some laws and some things that can favor them, that can give them shield. But we Zambians, we are not going to allow that. Umuntu umo cannot make himself to go through. The PF government or Ed Galungu cannot make himself to go through. The majority of Zambians, they've decided. So even if they say we are going to shut down internet, it will not happen. Already not to Shiva. So whoever is listening from the PF, how I wish if I had an opportunity to bring one of the PF members to say, what is good about shutting down internet? If you're under what kind of love is this? Truly, if you love your children in your house, how can you switch off your rights? Why up to in terms of meter books, up? What kind of a parent are you? And what kind of love is that? Why should they take us for granted? We are not fools. We want to speak through the ballot. When if they want to fight their fellow participants in this election, let's fight through the ballot boxes or through the ballot paper. Look at India, we go there and vote. Not a situation whereby normally it's in favor so that you disadvantage Bambi. Then at the end of the day, you are pronounced as victorious. Zambians, I want you to decide. Whoever is going to listen to this, please wake up. Do not be cheated. That money they are giving you, just get it and eat. That is your money. Even if they are printing or not printing, or whatever, get that money and buy some minimum whatever you can manage to buy from that money, use it. But vote wisely. Otherwise, if you're going to make a mistake, you are going to land into problems. Already we've seen what they have done. So I think I end it.
Thank you. So we are almost coming to our hour, guys. I think today we are going to end early. So Ragy, you have a comment, you can go ahead.
Thank you very much. What I can say to urge people of Zambia concerning this issue of engaging cadres to be the election observers. These people of Zambia, they don't care about us because these cadres which they are engaging are the same criminals which are killing people every day and then. So, and they are, yeah, sure. And the same cadres, these people cadres, they've never been to school. They don't understand. They don't do anything. What they know is just to put money in their pockets. And what they know is just to steal. Some of them, they don't know even how to read. They just trust themselves to say they've got muscles, Niwanjomba. So people of Zambia, if you want to rule, to be ruled with dictatorship, people who will be killing you every day and then, make a mistake. But otherwise, these people, they are going. That's why they are doing all this. Every day and then in Zambia here, blood is shedding. Every day and mind that this is during the campaigning time. What if they come in power? Will be killed, just like a chicken in the restaurant. So people of Zambia, let's be wise. These people, they don't love us. What they want to maintain is power of being the presidents of, or it's just, they just want to maintain the power of ruling this country, Zambia. What they are planning for us now is not good, and we'll be crying. Before it's too late, let's do things accordingly. Let's do things in a polite way. Let's vote for the UPND, people who deliver us in this danger which we are going, which these people they are bringing to us. We don't want to shed blood here in Zambia. We don't want every time and then to be fighting. So for people of Zambia, these cadres, let's vote them out. We don't want cadarism here in Zambia. We want one Zambia, one nation. Everybody to be accountable in everything happening in our country. So people of Zambia, let's vote wisely for us to maintain our Zambia. This is only Zambia we have. We don't have, some of us, we don't have somewhere to run for. So people of Zambia, let's vote wisely. Let's think about it before you act. Otherwise, if you tolerate this again, we'll be crying, and for now we'll be killed, just like chickens. So that's what I can say this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ragy. We are about to close, guys. And before we close, let's talk a little bit about ECZ. We have heard some rumors that, I don't know if this is true, 3 things that are concerning me. One, they are saying that every ballot paper has to be stamped at the back for it to be valid. So that's one concerning issue, because, you know, we have people, old people, people can't read and write. And then in the ballot box, you are alone when you go to vote. So I don't know how they are going to work this out. And then, you know, if they are limiting the number of international monitors, they are also limiting the number of local monitors. Is like, how are we going to make sure that voters have their ballot paper stamped so that each ballot paper is valid? Apparently, if a ballot paper does not have a date stamp at the back, that is going to be invalid. So these are the issues we are talking about. One, the stamping of the ballot papers to make that ballot valid. Two, we have heard that the observers and the polling officers will be required to have a COVID vaccination and a proof of vaccination. So these are all rumors, guys. And we are here, we are discussing these things because we don't want people to be surprised. You know, you show up at the polling station and they want your proof of vaccination. So we are here to appeal that if you are an election observer, make sure you get your COVID-19 vaccination. Go and get your COVID vaccination right away, because this is another way to hinder. You see how ECZ has been operating. Every day they bring up something new, and what they say is the law. So we are here to warn you guys, do not be caught unaware. If you are a poll observer and they know that, if you're a polling officer, they know that you are not PF, they might withhold this information. So we are saying, we have heard this in the grapevine. You know, we don't know, we have heard it. So since we have heard it, let's be proactive. If you're a polling officer and they know your affiliation, go get your vaccination so they don't stop you from observing these elections. They are trying all kinds of dirty tricks to stop people from observing these elections. Otherwise, this is my comment, guys. If you have anything to say, you can go ahead before we close. We are going to close exactly at an hour. I see there's Ragy, Mwewa, Wilva, McBride, and Rosemary. Any of you guys, you can just come in if you have your final words before we sign off.
Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, Zambia.
Good evening,
Hi,
Mama.
Rosemary.
How are you? My network is bad today.
It's okay. Don't bring your video.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I wanted to speak about the shutting down of the internet. These people, they want to bring the tactics of Uganda. But I'm strongly telling them that this is not Uganda. They shouldn't bring any tactics of Museveni, no. We don't want that. This is a Christian nation. The ECZ must follow what people are suggesting. We have got the right of the internet or social media. What is their motive to shut down the internet during elections? Why? We are telling them that they shouldn't shut the internet now. Let them be professional. We don't want any chaos in this country. This country is a Christian nation. We don't want any more fightings and bloodshed.
Thank Thank you, Rosemary. Looks like we are losing Rosemary. Mark Bright, you can have your last comments. We are about to close. Our hour is up.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam, for
Mhm.
giving me this opportunity once more. My advice is on the issue of what is happening so far in the so-called PF regime. We understand how the big man, Mr. President, he started his life, where he's coming from, and everything to do with the politics. And my just advice and the directory word of encouragement, or word of a wise word in short, is power and money. It has got a limit. So the moment power and money will run away from him, that's how he will understand how life is. I think this time around is trying to test Zambian people. And it's clearly, if someone provokes the way they are doing it in style, trying to intimidate people, trying to steal, trying to do whatever evil they are planning, the end result of it, it's chaos. Zambia to be in chaos, in short. So by so doing, no one would tolerate such kind of nonsense at all cost. We want our Zambian to be in Christian the way it was. So, as I've said earlier on, power and the money has got a limit. One day it will come out of him, and the bad part of it is when man and power has run away from you, you will remain nothing, and everything will be just bad. We remember there were people, there are some people who had the power and the money. This time around, there are no more. When we talk of Gaddafi, when we talk of big leaders globally, even in the Bible, it's there. This one, so-called King Nebuchadnezzar, he used to treat people like no man's business. But the end result of him, it was chaos. It was something else. So this is the thing which I'm just trying to advise the big man. I know my voice will, one day, it will reach him. Let him just hand over power in a peaceful and professional manner. Not what is going on. It's not just okay. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity once again.
Thank you, Mark Bright. Last words from Wilva. If you want to come in, Wilva, Ragy, before we close.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Good to see you.
Thank you. I'm just shocked with these Zika people. Seriously, they are just taking Zambia as if I don't know. My word of encouragement, Bazikta. One thing you should know is that Zambia is not your home, or Zambia is not your bedroom. Please get this. What you should know is that once you allow that the shutting down of internet, seriously, what is that you've been given, Vazito, or that what you've been promised, for you to allow another 5 years of suffering? Seriously, are you not seeing where the country is going? Everything is in a mess. Why all along we've been voting nicely, the rigging by the internet was just okay. But why? Even a house, just even a thatched house, a small house, it has got rules, it has got order. But why do you want to take us Zambians for granted? Serious? Why do you want to take Zambians as if we are your own children? Please, if you are, I know one day you will hear this. Allow us to vote peacefully, We don't want even the issue of allowing cadres to be polling agents. For what? I tell you, when God says yes, no one will say no. This time around, we are voting you out. Whether Azikta, you are promised something or what, the fact that this time around, God has answered our prayers. We have suffered, enough is enough. We are not going to allow this. Thank you.
Thank you, Wilva. That's a heartfelt message indeed, you know. Bachilamo. So who else do we have here with Mr. Mwewa? You're going to be last, Mr. Mwale. Andrew, welcome. Yeah, you've been missing in action. I hope you're okay. You can go ahead.
I mean, I have a very big situation. I think you've seen I've been popping up in and out.
Yeah.
My computer crashed again, and then my both phones crashed. So I'm just from downloading this thing. You can imagine. The Zika, they have become serious. I don't know what they are trying to test on people, but the advice to them, if one of them is listening or watching, they are messing with a wrong person, because each and everyone in this world was born different. So whatever they are trying to do to hack people's things don't work, because God is with us in our sides. And let me just have my view. I know I'm late, but even few words are most important in the world. Advice to those people work for Zikta and all the clue, like we've already advised the ECZ. This goes now to Zikta, because the situation, it is on them now. Like Madam Weaver has already said, there is no way we continue suffering as if we are orphans. Yeah, we may be orphans, but not in a manner whereby, for orphans, I mean to say refugees. When you are a refugee, which means you don't have an original country, you've run out from your country. But this is the situation which is happening in Zambia. And then we believe to say, whatever they've planned to do with the network, internet, if they've really planned it, like we've already heard about, there is a man who was an ambassador somewhere, Joffrey, something like that. He has got the clue who are operating under him. They've been trying to hack ECZ system, which I'm just from confirming. But you know, whatever you do in the hidden places, it is always there to be seen by people some days. So whatever they've planned to do, it won't work, because we've already discovered. I've sent some guys who are just within Chilenge. They will confirm for me, and then they will give me back data, because I was just told so that they've got certain satellite they are using, whatever they've put up like a dish, but it's different from all. But I've told them that they should capture for me so that I see what's the way forward. And the encouragement to whoever is operating under him, days are numbered. Whatever you are doing, it to be up to you. Surrender, and can you be on people's side? Because whatever you are doing, it won't help you. Those people who are sending you, they won't stand for you, like I said even yesterday. People are sending you, they're just sending you to do that, but tomorrow they won't be there. There is an article which has just shown a cadre for PF was beaten badly somewhere, and then he called the nurse and doctors to ask if they can have contact with the people who sent him. The response from the same PF members, these leaders, they said that we don't know him. Now you see the situation. They send you to do something, and then when you are hired, asking for help, they responded by saying they don't know you. So these are the consequences which you are putting yourself in. So thank you, madam, for this opportunity, and good to see everyone who's watching, and good to see those people who are on the panel. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So guys, we are closing. We'll be here again tomorrow, 1 hour exactly from 12, giving you updates. So we are here to say that PF, please, we are asking you, we are begging to maintain the rule of law in the country. We are almost there. Otherwise, like Andrew just said, if you are being used, if you are being paid by PF to commit these atrocities, They are paying you 200 kwacha. When you get caught, they will not be there because what you are doing is a crime. So they will not stand by you and say, yes, because when they agreed to say they are the one who sent you, it means they have agreed to committing their crime. So you are on your own. You must know the implication and the risk you are taking. If you have a friend or a family or a neighbor who's being sent by PF, tell them that if you get caught, you are on your own because PF won't accept it. If they accept it, they sent you. So you are being used as a sacrificial lamp. Open your eyes. It's sinking. And I just want to, before I close, I want to make a comment by ECZ. By ECZ, voting, I'm a vote, they are not going to be manufactured in your server room. Votes are coming from the word. From 7 million people are the people who are going to vote. So even if you manipulate that server, we are on you. We are tracking each vote. You are not going to manufacture a vote in your server room. You can hire the most whatever hacker. That hacker is going down in flames with you by ECZ. Your evil plans are not going anywhere because we are on you. Now, we are going to track every vote from the time the ballot is cast, we'll track it. And that vote will have to be reflected, not only in the ECZ server, but on all our computers as stakeholders. Your ECZ server, server ECZ, is just to store information. Is not going to be used to manipulate or manufacture. Ama namba yaka mbokfialana museva yaba ECZ. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you. Tafire Chitika, we are all tracking. Every stakeholders, we are monitoring our vote. Anyone who votes for UPND will track that vote from the polling station all the way. ECZ, your job is just to announce results, not to manipulate, start cooking up figures. It's not going to happen. It's not. And we are not allowing it. Even those people who have been hired to come and manipulate the figures is a waste of time. We don't actually even need a server. We can just, all we need is computer. Every interested stakeholder needs a computer with Excel and formulas and just plug in the numbers. Can anyone, so many votes, much that plug in? I'm a formula now, you can actually, configure those Excel spreadsheets so that nobody can change the formulas. We are not going to allow it. We are not. And even if you take those numbers and cook them up, those numbers better match AMA numbers kuma polling stations. We are not going to accept anything more or less than the actual number which was cast, the actual vote which was cast at the polling station. This information, guys, we have to be good. All of us in our areas, wherever we are voting, we have to track our numbers. So, guys, this is it. We'll see you again tomorrow, briefly, from 12 to 1. These are the last days, so it's very important that we stay tuned in and check these people out, put them in their place. It's too much. It's too much. They're taking Zambians for granted. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Unless there's somebody who has a comment, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.